Chris came into our lives because Willie was growling and being nasty. Willie almost lost his life because of his growlies. So I called around and Chris answered the call and came in and showed us techniques and ways to make Willie a better dog. Bring out Willie's best potential. And now we have a dog that's nice and calm and pleasant to be around and listens and minds and doesn't get in trouble too much. And that's how Chris saved Willie. Right, Willie? Yes?
Yeah, before Chris came to do our training, Willie was pretty defiant, a little aggressive, and ornery, just as most bull terriers are. Chris was able to step in, and within the first week, we've noticed improvements in Willie's behavior and his demeanor. He was able to show us different techniques that were very effective.
I've gone two different routes. I went and had all of my dogs prior to Willie trained through a group of dogs, and you do the training. And with Willie having called and had an individual trainer who had our individual needs made a huge, huge difference. The training was more individualized for both of us. It was more individualized towards Willie and what Willie's needs were. It was more individualized as far as the time and everything else, and working within the house versus working in environments that we normally wouldn't be in anyway. So training with Chris was far superior to what we would have gotten if I had gone the same route with the other dogs, and I wish that I didn't know Chris when I had the other dogs trained.
The easiest thing to do is to call Chris, make an appointment. It's a free consultation. He comes out, but he not only just talks to you, he'll actually show you for free on the very first day how to improve your dog's behavior. And you take that technique and you start working with the dog, and immediately within 1 week's time you'll see a drastic improvement. And here we are on week 6 after working with Chris with different techniques, and we have a completely different animal. And his techniques are very effective, very dog friendly, very personalized. My techniques are different from Carol's techniques, and yet the end result is still a more obedient, well-trained, well-mannered dog.
Willie's not different though, his behavior is different. His personality and his cuteness and everything is still the same. That didn't change at all.
Absolutely.
It's just the behavior that made the huge difference.
Absolutely. You got.
And our techniques and our mannerisms are totally different, but Willie listens to me just as well as he does you, I think.
Yeah, Chris was able to show us different techniques that were able to be critiqued to our individual personalities. So not only is able to train the dog, but he actually trains the owners as well, which is very important because the dog is supposed to listen to the owners themselves. So in order to feel comfortable in having Willie critique to our preferences, we have to find a training preference that is suited for us. And Chris is able to do that. He brings a wealth of information not only to assist in training the animal, but also in training the human as well. And he listens to what we have to say. In some cases, maybe the preference in training or a specific skill task it is a little uncomfortable to that individual, and Chris is able to immediately step up and provide different skill tasks or training techniques, and that's what we like about Chris. He's very punctual, he's very professional, and he brings a great deal of wealth to the table. And not only the individual skills of training a dog, but the skills as far as, okay, well, let's train inside the house, let's train outside the house, let's go to an area in which you would normally, wouldn't really go to, but it's a distraction, and if that distraction ever came up in real life, we're able to deal with that situation a lot better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Great.
And as far as the two of us, I mean, Willie listens just as he does. He's just as mindful of me, even though I say things different and do things different. The end result is still the same.
Absolutely.
If I say sit, he sits.
That's right. All right.
You know, you do it different, but still the same.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.